What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to make stew for the weekend. Okay, so I'm be using onion, shombo and tomato, and I blended them together. This is how it looks like when I was done blending it. Then this was when it was boiling. I had to boil it so that the raw taste can clear out a little bit. So I was still boiling it. At this point it was getting thick, the water was drying up, so I knew that I was on the right track. So this is just me stirring it, checking it, making sure that it's getting cooked and all. So afterwards I decided to start making my stew. I added 4 cubes of Maggi, and then my pepper was very blocked. I forgot to bring it out in the morning, and this is me preparing this stew around like 4 p.m. I forgot to bring out my pepper from the freezer, so I had to just go and drop it back. There's nothing I could do, and yeah, I continued cooking. So I added my Maggi, like I said, and then I went in with some groundnut oil. So this is another method of me preparing my stew. This is not the way I actually prepare my stew. I just, because this is not how I add my groundnut, I have to fry my my base first. But I'm just doing it like this because I feel like. So yeah, this is my protein, my goat meat. I know this goat meat is a little bit small, but I mean, if you finish, I'll just boil egg. So I will just manage this sha. So I had to add sachet tomato, the pepper and onion sachet tomato into this stew to make it a little bit spicy, because he has pepper, and I know I did not add pepper to this stew because my pepper is blocked. So I had to add yeah, two sachet of 2 sachet tomatoes into the pot. And yeah, that's basically, this is me just putting everything, making sure that everything actually enters. I actually want my stew to be thick, to be very thick. Yeah, I want my stew to be thick so that it can last me for like a week. Not like a week, maybe 4 days, 5 days. Yeah. So this is curry. Okay, I'm adding curry into the stew. I'll add curry and turmeric because you can add one. You can add just one. Either you add curry or add turmeric or add both. But I like adding both though. So I added thyme, curry, I added thyme. Then afterwards this is just me adding thyme. Afterwards I added my turmeric. Yeah, you can skip turmeric, but I love adding turmeric. I would rather skip curry then I'd rather skip curry, but turmeric must always be in my food because it's healthy. So that's garlic. I don't skip garlic, please. Garlic is very important. So this is ginger. If you notice, I'm using dried garlic and ginger, which is not me. I always use fresh garlic and ginger, but today I did not have strength, so I just said to use dried instead, and it's actually easier and faster. So by the time I added all those spices, my stew was already very thick. It was very thick. Like I had to I had to add water into this, please, because it was very thick. At this point, almost the thing started popping, like popcorn. I had to run away. It started popping like popcorn for real. So I had to add water because it was very thick. So to loosen it up a little bit. In fact, I had to add water and then off the fire because it was popping too much. So it's me just showing you the process, like how far I've gone. At this point it was smelling so good, but I felt like I tasted it and it didn't really have pepper, so I added green pepper. Okay, so I added inside the green pepper. Okay, what I already added salt. What I was showing you there was salt, and then I added this green pepper to just give it a little bit of spice to the stew. Okay, so after that I now on back I think after that I added water again, and that's small little water from the kettle there. Then afterwards I on the fire to cook it again, like the final cooking. Yeah, I on the fire to cook it again, and that's basically it. So after that, I made this banging plantain porridge for my mom, because that's what she said she wanted for the weekend. So yeah, that's everything I have for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.